while we wait, we still got plenty of time, so yeah, let's go ahead and do the trial right now.
Yes.
So again, it might be possible that this session might be a little over 2 hours, but it shouldn't take too long.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go. And real quick, I'm gonna take over. I'm gonna be the judge for this trial, basically. Anyway, court's now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Apparently, the prosecution is also ready. Who's the judge here, anyway? Mr. Markarma, your opening statement. Very well, an opening statement, so...
Okay, not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking.
All villains have to do this, alright? Haven't you watched The Hunchback of Notre Dame? Right, of course. I only watched The Lion King, I'm sorry.
A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now.
I wanna get this trial on the TikTok, okay? Order! Mr. Markarma, what's the meaning of your statement just now?
Objection! Bah! Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now.
Right.
I'll call my witness, my wife's witness to the stand.
It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Wait a minute, he's your wife on Karma? It's a local.
Shut up. Witness, state your profession.
Alright. I'll take over for a little bit until Gus is ready to come over. I am the proprietor of the restaurant, the Wet Noodle at Gore Lake. And I also rent boats.
The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct?
Yep, I was.
Please testify.
Wait a second. You still haven't heard who this old guy is. Drag or let it slide.
Do you think we should?
I mean, it's up to you. Like, do you think it's really that important to, like, you know who this guy is before he testifies, or?
I mean...
Because usually in courts, like, even if you're trying to, like, use an atlas, you still want to know, like, who the person is testifying for record and everything.
Yeah, you know what? Raise an objection.
Alright, we'll raise an objection. Objection! Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet.
Objection! Because I did not ask him, Mr. Ragbar. I have predicted this trial would end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate.
Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. Here it goes. Alright. Okay. Well, I'm not really sure. Yep. What do you mean?
Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name.
You can't recall, you say?
Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can't testify.
Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness? Alright, here we go. Night of the murder.
It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight.
Yep.
I was in the restaurant where I ran boats as usual. Then I heard a bang. I up. When I looked out the window, I saw the ball just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to the store, and the man walks by my window.
Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination.
Objection. There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up, and this world will die.
I want to get the #1 trending spot. Okay.
Judge, your verdict now.
Yes. Is it right? Cross-examine or don't cross-examine. Let's just let Edgeworth go to jail.
I'm not risking a game over, so cross-examine immediately.
What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well. You may begin. You may begin. Excuse me? The fuck was that, Mr. Von Karma?
3 minutes just passed.
Oh, my #1 spot. Let's see. Well then, let's just take our time. Fuck you. When did you start growing balls? You may cross-examine the witness. I'm the judge, alright?
Oh, sure.
Okay. I'm the judge, alright? Look, don't question my logic, alright? There's one moment where I can actually fuck someone up, and then there's other days where I'm literally just a pansy.
Your Honor, I'll show you how to get some balls.
Anyway, alrighty. Alright, so we're gonna press around just a little bit. This statement you don't really have to press, but he does say something interesting that you want to keep in mind for later. Was there someone in the boat? Yeah, it was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. I figured there was 2 men out there. Yep. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yep. At the time, that is. At the time. And again, this one you don't have to press, but you can, because again, there's useful information here. So you heard 2 gunshots total. Yep. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Alright. Now this one you do have to press. By your window? Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is rather important detail. Please answer your testimony. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was a defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Wait, what? Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dead?
Wow.
That's certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by, too.
Witness, are you sure that person you saw was Miles Edgeworth?
It was him! That Edgeworth boy!
Well, there goes.
Well, I guess she's dead then. How many times is gonna hop it on the witness stand?
Oh, believe me, Your Honor. Many times. You know how it is.
Yeah. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Von Karma. You warned me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall.
Nick! I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the court is glaring at us.
Yeah, sometimes he doesn't like to be held. I better act quick, or this trial's gonna be over. Objection or wait?
Objection!
What about you?
Objection immediately.
Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun.
Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand?
Exactly.
That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his.
Nah, I'm not gonna say that joke.
He could have wiped his prints. He could have wiped his prints off the file.
He could have wiped his prints off, but then somehow used his other hand to put his other fingerprints in there. Makes sense.
You're ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony, it's 100% fact.
Judge just lost a thought. What should I do? Object or wait? What about you, Bonnie?
What did the justice say?
So pretty much what Von Karma is arguing that, like, you know, it's pretty much like, you know, because we did prove yesterday that, like, you know, it couldn't have been Edgeworth who fired a gun because, again, like, you know, the prints were found in his right hand, but yet, were found in his left hand, but the gun, but the fingerprints were shown on his, like, left, but the man firing was shown on his left hand and everything. And for Karma's is basically like, oh, well, he could have wiped his fingerprints off.
Objection.
Alright, well, yeah, let's check. Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead, but his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie...
Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say this testimony is a lie, show us proof.
Nick, do we have evidence?
It's no good. There's nothing I can do.
Are you sure?
To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore.
Please? Can you hear me, sis? Please? We need your help. Nick needs you.
3 minutes was perhaps too high of an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record.
Maybe I can still get on #1 on YouTube then.
I perhaps could go #1 on the Billboard charts.
No one cares about your #1 training, Mr. Von Karma. The witness may lead the stand. This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No! This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Ah, first game over, folks. Oh well, it's okay. We can do this next time then. The accused will surrender to the court immediately. To be held pending trial in a higher court within a month from today's date.
Are you saying that I just cost us our first game over?
Well, I mean, it's all right. We all make mistakes and everything. Don't worry. We'll get it next time. At least we don't have to go. At least we don't have to do it all the way too far back. That is all. The court's adjourned. At least I say. That's all that matters. So, at least we can... Wait!
Huh?
Who was that just now? Me! Huh? What?
Barry.
Larry? What are you doing here?
Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park in the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remember it.
Remember what?
The gunshot. I heard it too.
Water.
What was it? Okay, come on.
What is?
Basically, what's the meaning of
what do you
this?
say? What is the meaning of
What's the meaning of this?
Okay.
The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment.
Whoa, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot?
Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night.
I'm curious. Is this actually normal in the actual
Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'll go ahead and say it. I was just playing along because I knew this was actually going to happen. So yeah, this is actually part of the story. This is actually what it's supposed to happen. So pretty much I was playing along with the game, and the game was pretty much like tricking you until pretty much like, oh wait, no, you're still kind of saved, but you're still saved. That's what's supposed to happen.
It tricked me really well because I almost had a heart attack when I saw the guilty.
And that is one thing about the that is one thing about the trial that I think everybody loves and everything. It's just pretty much like, you know, you thought pretty much that, you know, you got a game over and everything, and then as soon as Larry comes in, you're just like, oh, thank you, Larry. Literally, one time when you literally have to thank him.
I almost had a heart attack. Not gonna lie. I was sitting in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remembered. Anyhow, I just can't sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify.
Order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed.
Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over.
Nick! This is it! Larry's giving us one final chance at this.
She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse.
Mr. Edgeworth was declared guilty, Nick! It doesn't get any worse.
Get out of my head! You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now.
A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned.
Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard.
What is this?
I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty.
Phew, there we go.
Mr. Von Carmel?
I will say, it did catch me off guard. That guilty verdict almost caused me to have a heart attack.
Yeah, pretty much that guilty pretty much catches everyone off guard the first time they play this case and everything. And that's why, like I said, that's why I was playing along, because I knew exactly what was going to happen afterwards. I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now.
What? What?
You heard me. The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear from this new witness, I guess. Course adjourned. I'm probably going to regret this, aren't I? Alright. Lobby number 2. Phew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. Really right.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there.
Larry was at the lake that night.
Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake.
Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the tent that night.
Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth.
Huh? Did you say something right?
Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong?
It's nothing.
Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
Will you go to the prom with me?
What's that?
Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon?
Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol laying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really.
So really, I just pretty much incriminated myself when you think about it. Yet I'm a prosecutor.
I see.
Right.
Yeah?
This might be our chance.
Our chance?
Von Karma has only run perfect trials.
Perfect trials? God damn it, right? Are you really this? Why did you become a defense attorney?
Perfectly prepared witnesses. Perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry.
What are you getting at?
It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right?
That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth.
Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. Alright, did you want to take over for the judge for a little bit? Cause you're not gonna be entering for like a good while.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, so ESM's gonna be a judge now. And I'll just be Phoenix.
Alright.
Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th, Christmas Eve.
Right, leave it to me.
Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Alright, here we go. Night of the murder.
That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped off the boat back into the back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
What's wrong, Nick?
It's Larry. I have no idea what he's gonna say if I press him. I'm a little scared.
Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick.
Alright. Before you present a contradicting evidence, there's two statements that you don't necessarily have to press, but Larry will give out some information that you will need to keep in mind for later. So, this is one of the information.
Oh.
Yeah.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright?
Sorry, Your Honor, I accidentally hit the menu option. There were so many things wrong, I don't even know where to begin. Hi, Judge. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it?
Oh, it was after 11 when I went out in the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak.
And why were you out on the boat at such a late hour? Because, yeah, it was fine. It's still Samurai. Now, this one you're also going to want to press. Around what time was that?
Well, let's see. I figured out I was searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12 midnight. Yeah.
Hi, Judge.
You're not sure.
Hey, don't give me that face! I am not some sort of human son deal, okay?
People use watches these days, Larry, and technically phones now. Alright. So yeah, there was one little contradiction in his testimony. So you heard a single gunshot, but if you take a look at this little, description, not just Lana, but even the old man, they both said they heard 2 gunshots on that night. Wait a sec, Larry.
What?
You only heard 1 bang. You're sure?
That's what I said.
Well, Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night.
Huh?
Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said?
Yo, Nick, please.
Huh?
You know something's bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you got to treat me nice and stuff, okay?
Hi, Judge.
Mr. Butts,
What?
you only heard 1 gunshot? Are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
Hi, Judge. Not sure? How could you not be sure?
Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else.
Oh no, Larry, please don't tell me.
Else?
My radio, dude, with my headphones.
What?
I knew it.
Hi, Judge.
Order! Order! And stop that booing!
Whoa! Who uses radio these days? Get lost, loser! Hi, Judge.
Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones?
Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everyone listens to radio. What's the big deal?
I don't listen to radio. I think it sucks.
I mean, the only time I ever listen to radio is on car, and that's really about it.
I only listen to CDs.
Yeah. Hi, Judge.
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion.
Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy evidence, shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, should we continue the testimony?
You know what? You know what, Judge? Get Larry out of here. You know what, Edgewood? I'm sorry. You're guilty. You're going to jail. Let's get him
Continue.
out of here right now. Well, I
Let's
mean, it's up to you
continue.
guys. Is that enough or continue? What about you, Marty?
Continue.
Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. You know what it is kind of big? It's December, and it's literally December in real life as well, too.
Yeah.
Nothing is more pitiful than a
I mean,
lawyer
actually,
who
if you
doesn't
look
know
really
when
closely,
he's
like, I can actually see Von Karma playing Scrooge. If Ace Attorney ever did decide to do, like, a Christmas adaptation, I could literally see him playing either Scrooge, or at least playing the Ghost of, Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come.
Oh yeah, definitely. He'd be perfect for either one of those roles.
He would. Anyway, hi, Judge. Hold on, Mr. Roy, I'm trying to cut over my Pop-Tart.
Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio.
Right, leave it to me.
I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. What Larry heard.
It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to real booming loud, like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
Hi, Judge.